So thank you for joining us during this second Minute Madness session for the poster presentations. So this session is a challenge for our poster presenters. So they have to talk about their work in 1 minute only. We will start with this part of the session. We will give the floor to our presenters. And after that, we will give you, our audience, a chance to ask them any questions and address them directly. After that, I will guide all of you to GatherTown and show you around. If you haven't seen it yet, GatherTown is our virtual poster exhibition space. And once there, please feel free to browse the posters and speak to our presenters, ask questions, leave notes. We have added some Google Documents. So please do interact and don't forget to vote for your favorite poster as well. I will share all the relevant links in the chat. So, and that's enough of me. You can see here a list of today's presenters. This is not a comprehensive list of every poster submission. So once in GatherTown, you will see we have more. These are the presenters that will talk to us today, that take part in today's challenge. So I shall now stop sharing and give the floor to our first poster presenter, and that is poster number 2. If you can please share your screen, and I will set my timer and ready.
Yeah.
Go.
Thank you, and welcome to another Mad Wrap-Up. I want to raise your curiosity about our project applying interoperable metadata standards, or short AIMS. In it, we are developing a platform for creating and sharing metadata schemas in engineering research. Here are 4 things to know about it. First, it is a cooperative effort. AIMS is in fact initiated by engineering researchers and is an initiative from infrastructure and engineering. We want to build we want to foster a demand for more advanced metadata management. Second, at its core, there is a model that represents metadata in so-called application profiles. By focusing on aspects as controlled vocabulary and a modular approach, the resulting metadata schemas are flexible, interoperable, and specific. Third, in AIMS, we build and run the actual infrastructure. On a glimpse, there's a unified UI for searching and generating application profiles, a repository for storing them, as well as a metadata repository for sharing validated metadata independent of its research data. And the 4th thing to know is that we have just recently begun running an early prototype. Here you can see an actual screenshot, which is providing the basic functionality of the platform. That is AIMS in a nutshell. So we do have more, among great collaborations with other projects, as well as 2 more exciting years of work to come. But I hope I could raise your interest and look forward to meet you in the poster session. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. On to the next poster, number 3. Please, if you can share your screen.
Amanda, are you there? Are you sharing the screen?
Yeah, I can't share yet. There we go.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Ready?
Sorry, just 1 second. There we go.
Okay, time starts now.
Hi, everyone. My name is Hillary.
And my name is Amanda. We are both graduate students at the University of Maryland iSchool, and we collaborate with the USDA National Agricultural Library. Our research asks about the challenges and opportunities of recovering and reusing historical or defunct data for ongoing scientific research, the values and requirements of data reuse, and relationships among data recovery and reuse efforts across disciplines.
Currently, we are conducting interviews with practitioners. We are finding a wide range of methods in curating and reusing scientific historical data. There are scientists who extract specific data from historical materials for their research. In different contexts, archivists and curators digitize and transcribe various data types for open-ended reuse.
Next, we will write guidance for data curators and domain experts. If you or others you know have relevant data rescue experience, please contact us. We'd love to interview you. If not, we'd also love to chat with you at poster 3.
Perfect time. Thank you. Right, on to poster number 4. If you can please share your screen.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Sorry.
Excellent. And
Yes, that's
time
right.
starts. Yeah, we can see it. Excellent.
You can see it? Okay.
Yes,
So,
good.
hello, my name is Natalie. I'm presenting a poster about the Semantics for FAIR project. And the question that we raise here is how to make meteorological data more fair. In this project, we want to make it easier to find data, and we studied how people were looking for data, and it often happens that they cannot find it because they do not use the same vocabulary and because data are lacking of metadata, structured metadata. So in Semantic for FAIR, we will have on the poster, you can see 3 of our contributions. We carried out a multidisciplinary approach to define first an ontology that is used to represent metadata for meteorological datasets. Then a service that can be used to manage metadata schemas and define specific schemas for applications. And then an interface for dataset description based on these schemas. And another service that is also based on this description to support faceted search in data collection. So you have, if you can see our poster number on the system, and also you can reach us through my email, and you can see also the website of the project. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks very much. And now poster number 5. If you can share your screen. We have Eric.
Should I turn something up?
Can't do that yet because you have to give me permission.
You should be able to make it presenter.
Okay, now it works. Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
Okay, so good evening. At least in my time zone, it's evening. And thank you for your interest in psychology, data documentation. Data sharing is not really that common yet in psychology. And if people do it, often they have no documentation and often they have proprietary formats, as you can see here on this slide. So what you have to do is you have to convert this to the ASCII format. For some reason it doesn't. Okay, now here we go. In the ASCII format, at least it's human readable, and you have variable names that's here on top of the columns. But you still don't know what those variable names mean, so you need a code book. The code book gives you the variable labels. So instead of CM, now you know this is something called conspiracy mentality, and this is not a standardized measure, so you still need to know how this is defined. So beyond the code book, you need the study level documentation, and then the study level documentation tells you how conspiracy mentality is defined and how this is measured. So what we offer is a tool called DataViz, and DataViz will help you and assist you and do data documentation in psychology and facilitate open science that way. So if you're interested, come to poster number 5. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And now poster number 6, Alexandra, you can share your screen. Ready?
Do you see my screen now?
Yes, perfect.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone, and we can start. So we all know that making data fair and sharing data is important. However, it is still difficult for ordinary researchers to identify the steps they need to undertake to share their data. And one possible solution could be here the establishment of research data publication policies to support those researchers. And in Germany, a new nationwide policy-making body in the field of research data management called NFDI is now arising. And one of its consortia called NFDI for Health deals with person-related data from health studies, and it has developed its publication policy on how research data can be made fair. And in our poster, we will present what aspects should a publication policy consider, and what concrete steps are needed for researchers to share their research data from health-related studies. Thank you, and hope to see you soon in the room number 6.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And next, do we have Dorothea? Number 7.
Hi, everyone. I am Dorothea, and today I am presenting some results from our project Read3Data Co-Ref. Within the project, we conducted a survey about data quality assurance among operators of repositories indexed in Read3Data, which is a global registry of research data repositories. And previously, research data quality assurance has been quite a black box. We knew that repositories were involved, but we didn't know to what degree and what measures they were taken specifically. So we asked respondents about formal assessment and review of data. We asked about responsibilities and data rejection, as well as quality indicators. Overall, we have received more than 330 complete responses. And on this slide, you can see a small part of our findings, that more than 50% of participating repositories conduct data review beyond the application of formal criteria. And what this means is that these repositories actually evaluate the scientific value of data, either for all data sets they hold or just for small selection. But it's important to note that they conduct a review that goes beyond just the formal assessment or application of formal criteria. And if you're interested in the survey and want to see more of our results, please stop by at poster number 7 or contact us. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have poster number 9? We have Irene. Perfect. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm a data manager at Conavio, which is the GB national node in Mexico. We're building an information system for agrobiodiversity, and we particularly focus on native crops in traditional agriculture. In the poster, we present an overview of how we implement a FAIR workflow to integrate diverse data. And then we'll look at a previous project that used maize data to inform conservation policies for native maize. And with this, we wanted to present the whole journey from data collection to data reuse as a way to document, but also to understand how to design a system that enables data reuse, not only for research, but also for policy.
Thank you. Next, number 13. Thank you.
Okay, we are together, Natalie and Michelle, so I will do the presentation. And this poster is about the DataNOS project, where the goal is to define a generic and integrated FAIR data management platform. And it is carried out by several groups in Toulouse, the university. And on the poster, you will find how we organize an academic an academic agora that tries to take into account issues related to data management and data publishing at various stages of the data lifecycle. We want to capitalize services into a platform for dataset management. And in this platform, we are using ontologies to describe the metadata and to build a knowledge base that can be searched and that could be used to improve that data sharing. So this metadata repository should describe FAIR digital objects, like data sets and then services. So you can see our poster number 13, but also visit our website and the Callisto system website. Thank you.
Thank you. Number 16. That's Yuri.
Welcome to my poster. I will just use the poster uploaded to the repository, and topic is EOSC interoperability framework and its use for the specific project, European project SLICES RI. The main goal of this poster and presentation is attract attention to the EOSC interoperability framework that contains 4 layers of interoperability: is organizational, technical, political, and semantic. And in case of the project SLICES that we have started building research infrastructure for IT research, we fully implemented EOSC interoperability framework, as you see, 4 layers, and actually will connect to so-called minimum viable EOSC. So as I mentioned, the main goal of this poster is to attract attention and share experience that EOSC interoperability framework is a valuable resource, and you can use it for building or connecting your infrastructure to EOSC. One of the components of the EOSC interoperability framework is a so-called FAIR digital object. And FAIR digital object is directly link the semantics, metadata, and infrastructure to search and to find the data. Okay, thank you.
Thanks very much. Number 17, Magdalena. You're muted. You're muted, Magdalena.
Oh, sorry. Here we go. Sorry. So good evening, everyone. Our poster is to explain how we launch, maintain, and grow a wonderful active user community. For those who do not know us, DMP Online is data management planning service, and we launched subscriptions in 2018. This is also when we started to organize various ways to keep up to date with our news through social media, newsletter, mailing list, or organized events such as user groups, trainings, or monthly drop-ins. Our success is only thanks to our wonderful community, which started to actively get involved with our tool, with our first national subscriber in Finland. And this success was followed by launching subscriptions that organically directed us to make sure that there are regular activities for our user community. We grew popularity, and as a result, we also grew type of activities to connect and learn from our clients over time. And in summary, having such a wonderful community of 60+ organizations from more than 10 countries also means that we need to ensure that we can balance the requests from our clients while our long-term needs are balanced for the tool for all involved. Thank you.
Thanks very much. And on to the next poster, number 18. Kevin.
Okay, it's again me, Yuri Demchenko from University of Amsterdam, and I will present you the actually result of the FAIRSFAIR project. Is a big European project to enable implementation of a FAIR data principle in university curricula and training for research for researchers. So I will browse this poster and show that basis for the developing the FAIR competence framework was Edison Data Science Framework, where we made a study of the market, and also a so-called DAMA body of knowledge that implements for data management concept for industry. And based on our study of the market, or job market for data stewardship, we discovered this kind of knowledge, skills, and competences. And next, we will use this kind of approach to connect competences, knowledge, and skills to the learning outcome model curriculum, to build the model curriculum and actually build something what can be adjusted to specifically what is required for candidate. This diagram shows the match between a required position and candidates, and we see some gaps. So this approach allows us to build individual program for training and say career development for individual researchers using this kind of concept. There are many publications on this topic, so please look at the reference. And also one of applications for this approach is building the data science team. And you see that typically in typical organization, data stewards is possibly the most important component that connects all stages of data lifecycle and processing, including researcher and data scientist. Okay, so we're waiting for comments during the Gaza Town session. How to stop sharing?
Sharing. Let's see if I can do it for you.
This I. Oh yeah, I see. Now I see. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And now we will go to poster number 18. Kevin, thank you.
Hello. Hi, everyone. I'll very briefly try to walk you through the main concept behind the Competence Center. So my name is Gabin, and I'm part of FAIRSFAIR project. So the idea here behind the Competence Center is that this is a hub of expertise on FAIR matters. So what we built here was, first of all, an online space, which is the FAIR Data Forum, where experts and users can meet that through community engagement and exchange about FAIR matters, exchange about the good practices as to what's on matters that's pertaining to FAIR. And the Competence Center also includes a knowledge hub, which is made of training library. So there we have made available different types of material that can be used in order to train different users, different level of competence, of course, in matters of FAIR. So for more details, I would invite you to visit our FAIR Data Forum and also to have a look at the FAIR Competence Center. And if you want to know more about FAIRSFAIR Competence Center, please come and have a look at the poster that's available here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Number 20, you can start sharing.
Oh, hello from FAIRSFAIR again. How can a service be fair? And actually it can enable, respect, or reduce how well the content it holds or processes complies to the FAIR data principles. But there are so many guidelines and best practices and certificates and whatnot for service provisioning. So how can you know what's really important? So this is a tough question, and this is why we in FAIRSFAIR Work Package 2 have been going through a lot of documents and literature and had workshops with experts. And now we've compiled 50 recommendations that we have presented in this deliverable, which you can download from via the QR code here, or then you can visit us at poster 20 and watch a short video with a brief presentation of these recommendations. So thank you.
Thank you. And last but not least, number 26, you can start sharing. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I'm poster number 21. Is that okay?
Oh, have I skipped you? Oh, sorry. Of
Yeah,
course.
I think
Please
so.
go ahead. Sorry.
I'll try to find my my presenting mode. Yes. Okay. So hi, everyone. My name is Ilona van Stijn, and I work with DANS in the Netherlands. Again, hi from FAIRSFAIR. But what I would like to share with you some of our highlights of our repository support program. Supporting repositories is really at the heart of the FAIRSFAIR project, and we support repositories towards trustworthiness and towards being more fair enabling. And in this respect, we offer in-depth support to repositories for those who are seeking trustworthy repository certification, in our case, towards Core Trust Seal certification. And in return, the repositories share with us their invaluable knowledge on how their repository practices best enable fair data. Some of the highlights of our support program are our test peer reviews of Core Trust Seal applications that our repository submitted to us prior to formally submitting to Core Trust Seal. One other highlight was the peer community support, because we found out that the repositories, we selected 10 for that in-depth support, and they learned really a lot from each other and interacted in that sense. And maybe most interesting for here is that we also have developed a variety of practical tools and services to support services and individuals in making data more fair. And also, if you are with your repository on your way towards certification, a couple of examples of those tools and services are a road mapping exercise. We've also developed a stakeholder mind map and a preservation policy worksheet. So we will also sharing all of our lessons learned with a wider repository audience. The last point I would like to make is that FAIRSFAIR project is now almost coming to an end. And currently we are seeking ways to foster all the repository engagement in our project. And we are advocating for a European network of fair enabling trustworthy digital repositories. We think that such a network can increase and promote fair enabling practices across Europe. And we hope that such a network might be able to unify the voice of repositories in the European Open Science Cloud. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much, Jessica. Sorry again for skipping you. Ilona, sorry. Yeah, I'm not going to get this right, am I?
You must be late.
And now, finally, to number 26. You can start sharing.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jong-Eom. I'm working on KIST in South Korea. I'm talking about Korean research data repository to support overall scholarly research data activity. In Korea, now we are starting to discuss national governments for research data. Korean Ministry of Science and ICT published new guideline for defining and guiding the DMP and research data deposit to the Korean research institutions, and Korean R&D projects are starting to gather DMPs when submitting proposal. These regions enforce to move the institution measures, and they want to manage all research data activity in one integrated system. So satisfying Korean institution measures requirement, we extend our system, repository system, in order to three main considerations. We extend the system to manage a DMP, and so users can write DMP documents, and administrator can create and edit DMP scheme freely. Second, we provide personal storage based on IRO systems, so researchers can use their own storage during research, and key value style metadata writing is available. And third, when users register the research data, our system provides the functionality for the connecting between DMP and research data and adding the data metadata when writing in personal storage. In our poster, we posted some screenshots for explaining our major function as mentioned above. Thank you for listening to my talk. And if you have interest, come to the poster number 26. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. And now that was all of our poster presenters for this session. And now we will open the floor to our attendees. And if anyone has any questions for our poster presenters, please turn on your microphone and your camera and feel free to speak up. No questions? Okay, so maybe a few people are considering it. So in the meantime, I will just share my screen for just a second and do a very quick tour of GatherTown and just show you around what is going to happen next. Let's see. So we will now go into GatherTown, which is our virtual poster exhibition. And I have put the link in the chat, and I will do that again. So we will close this Zoom room and hope to see all of you in GatherTown, where you can walk around and browse all the posters, and the presenters will be there. And hopefully at least those on the session we can see. Hi, Natalie, walking around here, and you can talk to every presenter that is present, and you can also interact with the submissions. You can leave comments for the presenters by hitting X, and there is a dedicated Google document for every poster. So hopefully you can network and discuss further after the session. So I shall stop sharing. I will put the link again in the chat and see you all in GatherTown, hopefully.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you all for joining us. And thank you to our presenters. Thank you very much to all the presenters.
Thank you. Bye.